bosses that kill you in one hit.
That one shot me, okay.
45-minute runs that end in a heartbreak.
Unlucky.
Get shit on.
Is this your kind of game? Let's find out in who actually enjoys this game. The show where we give you some honest gameplay, personal experience, and if this game is for you. Today we're diving into Elden Ring Nightreign, a game I have personally been waiting for forever. I've been waiting for it forever. And if you somehow missed it, this game is not your typical Souls-like game. They have added some new twists to it. You got 8-9 pharaohs, think of it as classes with unique weapons and skills and movesets. I'm not here to pitch the game for you though. I'm just here to pretend like I know what's going on like everybody else on the internet, and then I'll let you know what I think. What works and what doesn't work for this game is, this game feels a lot like that they weren't sure that this idea was going to work, so they have recycled a lot of the weapons, a lot of the mobs, a lot of the POIs and everything, and it works. Now let's quickly address it. Early on, there was a lot of negative reviews on Steam on this game, and I quite don't understand it. One of my favorite negative reviews is this guy who has 45 hours in the last 2 weeks on the game, and he says, I hate to say it, but I finally seen a bit of a miss from software. The responses on the comments are very, very funny. Because first and foremost, mate, you really believe everybody's gonna read all of that? Like, come on now. You're wasting my time. Nobody's gonna read all of that. Second, you only play fucking 10 hours. It took me like 15 hours to beat the fucking first boss. And I discovered that it was more after defeating the first boss, after defeating the second boss. There was more. Give the game time, man. This is why reviews on Steam aren't always credible. And this is why we gotta look away from them, because there's a lot of bomb reviews and a lot of negative reviews on these kind of games. But everybody's different. Some people hate it, some people love it. And that's why we're here. We're here to find out if this game is for you. Now, for the experimental game mode itself, which is the one I've been talking about, is they basically taken a couple of game modes, Fortnite, Risk of Rain, and then you have a Dark Souls game, all just blended up together in a blender, and then poof, Elden Ring Nightreign. And in my book, it works. You can feel that it's an experiment in the way they're promoting and the way they're showing it. You can feel that it's an experiment, but overall, it really works. And it's super fun, especially if you're playing with friends, as mentioned. The part that really doesn't work and that really breaks it for me, and where the complaints is slightly justified, is the price tag. You know, now let's talk about a little bit about the price tag. It's a $40 game. They leave this game as an experimental game as the same price tag as the arguably one of the best DLCs ever. It really gets to me because it's an experimental game mode, and maybe the price should have been lower. You know what I mean? Like, the content there's not a lot of content. It's still fun. Like, it's a very small and it's mostly very recycled game. But I think, and I have a theory, that if this game was free, a free-to-play game, I believe that this game would have been highly, highly successful and a lot more spoken about, and there would have been a lot less complaints about the game. That's where the deal breaker for a lot of people is that it's that price, and then they compare that price with the previous DLC that they're really forced apart. But it works and it's good. But if you're like me, you came into this game open-minded, you love having fun with friends in games, and you somewhat enjoy a challenge. Because, let's be honest, Elden Ring Nightreign is not the hardest Souls-like out there, but it do offer a challenge, especially for new people who haven't played a Souls-like before. But let's address the worst parts of the game. That isn't really that bad. It's playing either solo, trying to find randoms, or playing solo. It makes the game a little less fun. It's still not bad, it's still playable, but you can tell the game is designed for a team, for somebody to play with their friends, and that's where the game really loses its shine. And as of recording, it's easier to play solo now. They released an update. They've also addressed that they're planning to release a dual game mode in the future, and that's fine, but I'm just still addressing it. If you're planning to play as a solo or as a duo, have that in mind, maybe, so at least you're not disappointed when you get into it. Other than that, the game is really fun with a team when you somewhat match skill levels, because that also needs to be taken into consideration, because if you are two really good players and you're with one that constantly goes down, it can really be annoying. Or if you're one that has to carry two, that can also be annoying. And I'm speaking from experience, having the dumbass teammates. Yes, Ed, I'm thinking of you, bro. I'm calling you out in a video. You can't have your friends wander off and loot and explore on their own. Everybody needs to know that from the start.
I fell down.
See, I remember.
Hey, do you know the way?
I found a different way before.
Ed said he found a way, but he's not up here still.
I'm also exploring. But yeah, I am in the way I was before.
Are we gonna die? I would love it if Ed was here.
Yeah, that would be rather useful.
But no,
Damn it.
he has other ideas.
Because he
Wasting
was
time.
exploring.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ed, that clip was a few days ago, and I'm still pissed. Matter of fact, I got so offended I left the Discord. No, but for reals, the game is really fun, and this was just a demonstration that the game, you're in a rush a lot, and then you need to clear out areas fast, and if you don't do it, you'll end up not getting the areas cleared that you need to get clear. If you do like having fun with friends, if you do like being challenged, then this game is for you. Simple as that. If you're looking for a game that is fun, that is entertaining, and that keeps you hooked for a few hours a day, a few hours a session, then this game is for you. Anyways, I'm gonna wrap this up. I feel like I've talked about enough about this game. You've heard my views, you've heard my thoughts on the game. Let's go get the game. Go get your friends. Yalla, go get the game. Go play with your friends. That's the rating I would give that game. Let me know in the comments what you think. Leave a like and let me know if you enjoyed, and let me know what game I should do a video on with who actually enjoys this game. See you in the next one.